Welcome to Huntington Bank Stadium, home to the Minnesota Golden Gophers. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Maryland Terrapins, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Minnesota Golden Gophers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Terrapins will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it out. It's Hayes. He stopped there, but a good return coming out of his own end zone gets him to the 28. So Minnesota's offense will get first crack at it today. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance, and this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better, and they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football, but we can't turn it over. Just those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won, and last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games so long as they stay on schedule. When you're going backwards and you're giving the offense on the other side more possessions because you turn it over, that's a recipe for disaster, and that's something they have to be able to avoid in this game.
And he was off target there, but I tell you what, I'll expect to see more of that. They do a really good job in this offense of getting the running back the football in the passing game. Just let him make plays, let him be a difference maker, ball getting to him in space. So I expect we'll see more of that throughout this game.
The Golden Gophers get enough for the first down.
There are not a lot of head coaches that I think are willing on their opening drive to go for it on 4th down, especially in that kind of field position. But this head coach ain't scared. He believes in his running back. He believes in his offensive line to go pick it up, and that's exactly what they did.
And the Golden Gophers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Pulls it in. It's Lanier. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The Golden Gophers send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. So Maryland's offense will take the field for the first time. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week, and watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day, and I think, Jesse, you take that and...
Oh, he's got some space. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Nice move there. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. He'll take the deep shot. Makes the grab inside the 30. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. And the Terrapins trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Maryland! They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. to the air on first down. Throwing right. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. Behind the chains now on second and long. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
And the Golden Gophers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground. Lofts one high and deep. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there. So now it's second and long. Back to pass. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. They'll line up for a second down play. Looking to fire. Flips it out on the screen. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Golden Gophers are in a mess here on third and a mile. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. And he can't grab the bullet pass on third down. And here comes the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes a nice grab at the 25. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Power football with the run. Makes a man miss. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. The tag. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Terrapins!
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
And he's coming out of the end zone. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Looking for room. It's Poe. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets two. He's down at the 21. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a fourth down. And the Golden Gophers decide to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going and now right back to work. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. The give to the tailback. Oh, better look out. There he goes. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. A productive play is one that gets you at least halfway to another first down here on 1st and 10. Oh, and a move. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
You know, as a quarterback, when you're doing this zone read play, you got to read that defensive end. If he crashes down hard inside to take the running back away, right away you know now you're keeping the football. Nice job by the quarterback.
Scanning the field, it's Washington. Fires left. He makes the catch. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
Yeah, a great job by the QB, finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
This defense has been sliced and diced, and now facing another first and goal. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. Touchdown, Maryland! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. How about that play? Getting a huge chunk of yardage to wrap up the first quarter, and that's how we'll end it and head to the second. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. They'll start this drive with a pass. Snagged in the middle, it's Glenn. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The Golden Gophers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Under fire. They get enough push, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He lobs one high down the left side. It's caught. Seizing that open space, an opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. And the Golden Gophers racing to the line in the hurry-up. With the run on 1st and goal. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. Back to pass. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Dances away. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. The holder will kneel at the 24, a 34-yarder coming from the right hash. Absolute shank. Missed it. After the missed field goal, still down by 21 points, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal, miss, make, rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Now the play fake. Had to throw it before he wanted. And that one's too high and too wide, out of bounds and incomplete. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. Back to throw, it's Washington. He hurls one deep down the left side. Makes the grab. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one. The Terrapins have it with a 1st and 10. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And the Terrapins come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. And the deflection on third down. How big is that? Forces a fourth down. The Terrapins will send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And that one will sail out of bounds. No chance for a return there. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Things aren't going to get better for this offense, guys, until their quarterback becomes more accurate. Obviously, that was the problem the last game. Now completed less than 50% of his passes there. And he's doing it.
Gonna let it fly. Grabs it inside the 15. Touchdown, Golden Gopher. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was Locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Maryland, 21, Minnesota, 7.
He'll bring it out. It's Manning. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs in that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Got it behind the line. It's Webb. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. To the air. It's Washington. Got his man on the right. Breaks into the open. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. Exploded for a huge chunk of yards on that last one. They'll try to do it again here. 1st and 10 from the 33. A strike downfield. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. And the Terrapins started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. They'll throw it from the red zone. Pass is incomplete, but there is a flag, and the D might have been a little too rough on the quarterback there. That was right on the borderline. You want to make that quarterback feel you, but the official thought it was a little too much. The roughing the passer penalty. Oh, they're after him. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Quarterback just has to be more aware of the situation. 1st down, goal-to-go situation. You cannot take a sack. So the QB, if no one's open, you got to make sure you're throwing that ball out of the end zone and helping your offense out.
That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And it's no good. Missed the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead at 14.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
Looking to throw on 1st down. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Just enough time to get off one more snap. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, tough to beat the pageantry and tradition there in Minneapolis. And talk about a 1st half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's send it back to our guys at the bank there in the Twin Cities.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Golden Gophers will kick it off to start the second half. Coming out with it, it's Manning. And the returner will be brought down. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29.
And that's good enough for our first half.
Catch in the middle, it's Webb. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. The Terrapins come to the line with a new set of downs. He'll pull it on the read. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. And the Terrapins now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Off play action. And he feels the heat coming in and burns him up. Another sack.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Looking for the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. The Terrapins will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. They'll start this drive going to the air. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You've got to have better timing to complete that throw. They just didn't have it there.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. They kick it away on 4th down. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. First play of the drive comes from the 38. Looking to throw, it's Washington. Finds his man, it's McLaurin. He gets it up to the 44-yard line. He'll be marked out of bounds right there as his offense continues to roll. And the Terrapins can really attack on this 2nd and short. From the gun, the ground game. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success on that play. Really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Great job by the running back here on that third down catch. There was no wasted movement. As soon as he got the ball in his hands, he turned around and he got upfield. That's what you got to do. You got to be decisive on these third down type plays to move the sticks.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Catch in the middle, it's Scott. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. Just needed 3 yards on third down, and they got it with precision execution.
And the QB got the football and got that thing out of his hands. Nice job, nice slant, nice timing route. Throw it to the receiver, get it on his body where he can make the play and get the first down.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. The Terrapins with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They go right back to him. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Really nice run there, and you've seen him do this time and time again in this game so far. You've got the lead. We're way late in the third quarter now. Not going to surprise me if they just keep leaning on this guy a little bit. Keep force-feeding him the football because he's looking really good.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Looking for a man. It's Washington. Finds his man in the middle. Touchdown, Terrapins! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
On the run from inside his own 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. This should be the last play of the quarter. Here's the handoff. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. Big catches, big plays, tons of yards through 3 quarters for these 2 guys. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Wants to go up top. That's caught. It's Glenn. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
And the Golden Gophers will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. What will they dial up on 2nd, and a long way to go? They'll throw again after the incompletion. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These 2 right now are definitely on the same page.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field?
14.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Manning. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Out of the gun, the inside give.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock. And they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Got out of trouble and throws. Finds his big tight end. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the fourth quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
He'll do it himself. He breaks a tackle. And the tackle is made, but there has been a flag thrown.
Illegal blocking.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Looking for a productive play on first down. Back to throw, it's Washington. Setting up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there, and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll run play action. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Scott. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that, and here on a critical third down late in the game with the lead, guess who shows up with another big one?
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, they'll go to the air. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. Oh, they blocked it. And they got it.
Yeah, you saw how they just overloaded the left-hand side that time. They were able to overwhelm the offensive line, get in the backfield, and then get their paws up to block that kick.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He's going to let one fly down the middle. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Going to swing it on second down. Throws to the back. Finds his man down the middle. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And no messing around right now if you're on offense. This is the time where execution has got to be at a premium. You need to hit completions, David. They need some big plays.
Oh, a lot of space. Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive.
Well, these two have been absolutely unstoppable in this game, and it just feels like every time this guy drops back to throw, he's throwing it to one guy and one guy only. The defense cannot stop him. He has been a matchup nightmare.
Got some room, entered to the goal line. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
The quarterback is to use his speed and try to attack the perimeter of the field. The defense, though, not having any of it. You saw the contain on the play, forcing him back in the middle of the field, and they're able to corral him for a huge loss.
They'll run it here on third and goal. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! And here they come, almost all the way back. And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score.
And I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Washington. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed.
Let's go. Talk about leaving the door open. Yes, please. You think they might run the clock out, run the football consistently? No, sir. They put it in the air. We forced the interception. Great job by the defense. When they needed it the most, they came through.
Here he goes breaking the pocket. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. The Golden Gophers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Escapes the pressure to his right. Fires on the move. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he will score. The question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field? Just a crushing mistake on the penalty wipes out the touchdown, and now they'll have to try to get it together and score again. And the Golden Gophers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass on 2nd down. Looking to scramble. Turning it on. Wrestled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening. And this is the chance for this offense. A 1st and goal, 4th quarter, trying to tie the game up. Safe completion on the screen. Touchdown, Minnesota! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Really nice touchdown. Now it's decision time. Extra point will get you to OT. Do you try to win it right now with a 2-point play?
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. Texas looked like a program ready to take the next step after a big road win today. This was a complete team effort from the Horns. Offense, defense, and special teams doing its part. Hook 'em, and they hooked a W in this one.
Gives it on the option.
Always fun to see two of the game's better teams duke it out at this point of the season. A good barometer, fellas, for both coaches.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. It's 1st down from back at their own 24-yard line. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Quickly complete. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Looking to pass. It's Washington. Tight end finds a soft spot. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quarterback adapting. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Pulls it in. It's Godfrey. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, and he stopped for a short gain. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. a shot toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Terrapins will bring the punt team onto the field. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. There's enough time to get the ball down to field here, David, but you've got to make sure you're efficient and avoid mistakes.
Yeah, and those 2-minute drills, you always talk about the first down, Jesse. Get that first down, stop the clock, get some momentum going on offense.
Yeah, and good decision-making by the quarterback, too, right? You don't have to be greedy in this situation. Just take what the defense gives you and get yourself in position to win.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. It's caught. They want a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sideline. The Golden Gophers want to crank the tempo. Wants to go up top on first down. Looking to scramble. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in a game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
The offense changing the play. Back to throw, and he's got to do it here late. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down.
And obviously that wasn't a great play for this offense, but the defense did their job. They flushed him outside the pocket. But nothing worse than getting tackling in bounds or throwing it for a 4-yard gain, letting that clock tick. Nice job throwing it away, saving as much time as you can.
They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. This kicker has missed his only field goal attempt. He has to be true here to have a chance to win the game. Splits the uprights right down the middle. Celebration erupts on the sideline as they take the lead in the final seconds. That late clutch field goal puts them on top. They can almost taste victory if they can keep them from scoring to tie or win the game. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Nice return there, and he'll be dragged down at the 34. That's the entire scenario you build up in your head in the backyard. Final drive, everything on the line, and you get the W.
So dang cool. How many times did you do it in your backyard just like that, like you're talking about, Reese, making the play to win the game on the final drive when your team needed it the most, Jesse, just coming through with the clutch.
Yeah, as players, you love this, and that's why you rep it in practice throughout the week, these 2-minute type situations late in games. What are you going to dial up? What can you go execute? What can you lean on in order to get the W here? Great job by the offense.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis.